Many thanks for staying on News Today with me, Kwabna Chenche Heneboating. To some more stories now. And physician assistants at the University of Cape Coast have declared a strike starting Monday over the failure of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission and the Vice Chancellor's Ghana to migrate them onto the single spine salary structure. According to the physician assistants, for the past years, all attempts to get the authorities, including the National Labour Commission, to see to their migration has fallen on deaf ears. Emmanuel J. Hinaku is spokesperson for the group.
Points. We have not been migrated to the single spine since its migration or implementation, and our remuneration has also not come. In actual fact, some of us came in as medical assistant, and they are still keeping that title for us. Those who are newly employed, they are actually giving them titles that does not go with their certificate. They are calling them nursing, senior nursing officer, and the rest. And that is our problem. Since the implementation, in fact, after the university implemented the single spine and for the staff, it took about 1 year that we found out that we have been left out. So since 2012, we hinted the administration with a letter about it, thinking it was an administrative error. Yet, 2012 till now, series of communications, meetings, letters, it hasn't come out with anything fruitful. Yes, in fact, letters, if I should show you, piles, letters to our employers down here, UCC, letters to VC Ghana, letters to Fair Wages, and letters to Labor. The latest one is Labor Commission. In fact, when we come to the main hospital, most aspects of the OPD job, especially those of us here, rest on the physician assistant. We see cases. In fact, there was a time somebody was asking, which case are you able to manage? And I answered briefly, we manage all cases in the sense that whichever case that comes to us, we will have to assess, diagnose, and if it needs treatment not, we refer. Referring a patient to the next step is also part of management. So we manage all cases that come to the hospital. We feel very cheated, very demoralized, and humiliated because our colleagues elsewhere, all of them throughout the country, are on the single spine. And when you come to the university, they will tell you you don't qualify to be at certain area. And that is humiliation. Demotion, if I should put it that way. They actually demoted us. After working for them several years, we planned to start some sit-down strike to begin with from Monday. Monday will come around, but will not be in the consulting rooms to work. And if nothing is done, then other things will follow.
Let's get more on this now from correspondent Richard Kojo, who has been following this story. So, Kojo, good afternoon. Many thanks for joining us. Now, what has been the reaction to this strike declaration by these physician assistants?
Well, it's not been taken lightly and kindly at all by the patients that are here. I've been speaking with a lot of them, and precisely these physician assistants, they step in for the doctors. So these patients that come to the hospital, they know them as doctors. They perform the roles of doctors. They are in the consulting room. They do all the prescriptions and they attend to, and some of them even perform surgical operations and the others. Now, the patients that come here dread the consequences of their strike on Monday, and they said that the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission plus the Vice Chancellor Ghana should do something urgently, because if they go, there will be a serious situation on their hands. And you know that UCC also has does not have enough doctors. They actually lack doctors, and that is what the administrators have been telling me. And so they are appealing to the powers that be to kindly work on their migration into the single spine salary structure, so that they will not embark on the strike on Monday.
Okay. Now, before we go, a quick wrap of what really they are going to do on Monday. Now, they are saying they are going to begin with a sit-down strike on Monday, and then subsequently they will follow suit with a full-blown strike. How is this going to pan out exactly?
Well, Monday they said that their presence will be at the hospitals. They will not sit at home. They will come to work, but they will not work. They will not be at the consulting room.
Okay.
And after the Monday and throughout the week, that is what they are going to do. After that one, they are going to also activate series of things that would also be heavier on the people they render the services to. And so, but they have failed to disclose what exactly they are going to do after the expiration of the 1 week moratorium that they have given.
Right. Many thanks for that update, Richard Kojonyako, and he's our Central Regional Correspondent. He brought us more on that strike action by physician assistants of the University of Cape Coast. Away from that now, in the anti-piracy textile task force set up by government to clamp down on the rising sale of pirated textiles on the Ghanaian market says some security detail at the country's borders are frustrating their work. According to the General Secretary of the Textiles, Garment and Other Employees Union, Mr. Ibrahim Kumsin, who is also a member of the task force, efforts to clamp down on some pirated prints arriving at the borders are being hindered.
We have been advised to spare the women selling in the market. And the trade ministry, government itself, feel that when we go to the market, we go to, disturb innocent people who may be doing their genuine business. The mere presence of the task force with the police, is scary. It's scary, and that's fear and panic. So why don't we, concern ourselves with the borders, the entry points, then the highways and all that? It's okay. Let's now divert our attention to these places. And this is exactly what we started doing. And the customs people, who we have been defending them for doing their best, not knowing.
So you believe the custom officers are one of the they are part of the problem. In fact, they are the main persons who are fueling this, the piracy of textile products in the country.
They are, because initially we thought that they weren't, but now it is proven. It is proven that they are part of these problems that we are facing. They facilitate the movement of these goods into the main market. And you are saying that we shouldn't go to the market.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the people who are supposed to help us deal with this situation, to not knowing they are also cashing in. Whoever is encouraging these people to behave the way they are behaving will go there.
Right.